Well, good evening everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. So I do hope you've had a marvellously magical week since last Thursday. We've had a very busy one. I'm not sure where the days of the nights go. You sort of go to bed and wake up and it's like 4 days later. Time just disappears, gone. Anyway, that's a good thing, I suppose. At least you don't get time to get bored and grow old slowly and painfully. So, anyway, we could make a start with our meditation this week. If we start off as usual. If you find yourself a nice comfortable place to sit, preferably sitting as opposed to laying down. You could sit down, that'd be wonderful. Make sure your phone's turned off and you're in a reasonably good place where you're not likely to get disturbed over the next half an hour or so. And once you're assured of those things, just sit down in the chair and feel yourself begin to relax. And all the little thoughts you may have, did you turn the jug off? Did you lock the door? Just acknowledge those thoughts and let them go. You don't need those distractions, because we're going to do some good healing again tonight, and a lot of people and a lot of places are going to benefit from it, as usual, as we do at an individual level. So, let's start now by taking a couple of nice deep breaths and just breathe into a rhythm that's comfortable for you. Just take a nice deep breath in and then hold it in the pit of your stomach for a short while before you exhale. And then again, wait a short while before you breathe in again. Hold it for a short while and breathe out. And maintain that cycle, that rhythmic breathing at a pace that's comfortable to you. And with each in-breath, just be aware of all the troubles being highlighted and then removed as you exhale. So as we breathe in, we begin to breathe in the blue healing energy. And as we breathe out, any more of those little residual nags and thoughts, we let them go. They go back to the universe to be transmuted. So let's take a few moments to breathe at a really good, comfortable pace, a really good, comfortable rhythm. And as we do so, we begin to become aware of it matching our heartbeat, our pulse. And there is a connection between the two. And as we breathe in the blue light, which I'll refer to as a blue mist, because it's easier to visualize, I believe. And we feel that blue mist beginning to fill our lungs. With each breath we take, our lungs are filled more and more with this beautiful blue mist that soon finds its way into our heart. Bringing the healing energy with it. And everywhere the mist goes, so is the healing energy. And we begin to become aware that as we breathe, the blue mist is becoming just like the oxygen in our blood. It covers our whole body. Perhaps a bit slowly at first, as it begins to build up energy. The energy begins to build And so the healing mist within all our arteries, veins, throughout our whole body are carrying this blue healing mist to every part of our body. And as it does, we become aware of an amazing feeling of peace and calmness gradually fills our whole being. And anywhere within our physical being, we are aware of any dis-ease, discomfort. Just focus the healing mist on those areas. And indeed, any areas you're not aware of at present. And see the blue healing mist working around and swirling all around those areas of dis-ease and discomfort. And this also applies to any physical, emotional and mental stress problems we may have. We focus the healing mist on all those areas within us. And just enjoy that feeling for a short while. And allow the healing mist to do its work within your whole being, helping you to retain a sense of balance within your whole self. And it is from this place of balance we begin our healing journey for this evening. And the more balanced and at peace we are, the more powerful the healing energy, the healing mist becomes as we radiate that out from every conceivable direction that is possible. And let's begin with our family and friends, people that are near and dear to us, and our loved ones. Any of those people you know of that are feeling they're in balance, any sort of physical or disease within them, just allow the healing mist to be there for that person. If that person chooses it, we are not forcing it upon them or anyone. We're just making it available to them. And just keep sending that energy out for all the people you know. And now we begin to spread the healing mist further. We spread it now, we offer it to people we know of, we perhaps not an acquaintance, but people we are aware of that are suffering any form of dis-ease on any level. We ask that the healing mist is there for those folk also. And again, it is their choice, as it is with wherever we send the healing energy to. It is a choice of that area, of those life streams. It's their choice to feel the benefit of it or not. And as we think of people we don't know, that mist spreads out further and further with each breath we take. It continues on its journey, covering our whole planet. And as it comes across hospitals, nursing homes, anywhere where people are kept that are unwell. And yes, we even think of the prisons and the inmates there and the staff, the wardens that look after them, as we do the nurses and the doctors and all the medical staff, paramedics. We ask that the healing mist be there for them in a very intense form to help them all deal with the stress they face every day and the stress they form with helping people they don't know, people that are violent, that the blue mist is there for them to help them on their journey. And just take a moment to feel that mist spreading around all the places on our planet, all the buildings, bringing some form of peace and balance back to those establishments. And we also think of places on the planet that are suffering natural disasters. And the same for those areas and all the people connected. We ask that the healing mist be very intense around all those areas, helping to return to a state of balance. And we also include places on our planet that are still scarred by man's hand, and those that are still happening. Again, we call on the healing mist to be very active in those areas. And still with each breath that we take, the blue mist spreads further and further around our planet. And it is there for every life stream upon our planet. And that includes mankind and all the other creatures that call planet Earth home. And that blue mist also goes through the crust of the Earth, down to the core of the Earth, with its blue mist helping to return the planet back to a state of balance, as it should be. And we also think of all the creatures living in our oceans and our rivers. And we ask the same for those creatures as we do the birds on the wing, that the blue mist surround them, help them follow their pathway. And now we see our planet completely covered in the blue healing mist. And as we take a step back in our mind, we see the vision of our planet and the blue mist surrounding it, inside it, and beyond it. And as we look at this vision, we see several points where the light, the blue light, is even more intense, like lighthouses. And what we are looking at is each one of us, as we transmit, we project the blue healing light to become the healing mist. We all join up. We all become linked as one healing energy force. And we have the combined strength to send this amount of healing, however much is necessary, because it is limitless. And as one, we send the healing and the mist to our planet, and we see it swirling and twisting around, just as you would imagine mist to do. It is never still, it is constantly on the move, spreading the healing energy through the mist. And I'll leave you for a few minutes to maintain that vision, to hold that picture in your consciousness. And within this peacefulness, within us all, continue to see the vision of our planet, our home, returning to a state of balance. And keep that at the forefront of your mind for another few minutes. Continue to see the mist swirling, dancing all around our planet. And as you see that happening, you have the awareness to feel that same energy within you. And so now we have reached the time where we begin to allow our awareness to return to our physical body. And as this is happening, the vision of the planet begins to decrease in size. And as it does so, make sure, if you can, that that vision becomes embedded in your consciousness. And gradually, as you feel your awareness return, you know that the blue mist is still swirling around our planet and within ourselves, and all of our individual points of light are still shining bright. And now, as your awareness gradually returns to your physical being, just take a moment to have a stretch in the chair, to wriggle your toes and stretch your fingers, just to let the energy and you become grounded. So your consciousness is fully aware. And before we say good night, just remember, any of you that perhaps don't feel quite grounded yet, please sit in the chair a little bit longer and perhaps bang your feet on the ground and give your hands a rub and get the energy and the circulation flowing again. And please don't drive a car or anything else, machinery, until you feel totally 100% aware. And just as a last reminding point, all the healing energy that we've channeled out this evening, just remember that there is always 1 or 2% of that we keep for ourselves to help us maintain a physical being in balance. And please feel free to use that meditation whenever you wish, whenever you feel the call. Please use it, there's no problem. On that note, I shall say thank you so much for joining us, for sharing, giving up and sharing your time